What is up, bros and hoes? It's Ashley OpTic MiDNiTE, and today we are here for a live edition of Powered Down. We're doing this for our 20th episode special. I'm looking at the wrong camera because I have two. There's y'all. There's Amanda. There's Amanda over there. Check her out. There we go. Yo, this is crazy. I think a lot of people expected us to like go live, like flip the switch, and then we'd be here like, hey, like
hey.
I wanted to let some people kind of coagulate in the chat here,
percolate in,
drip in, come on in. So yeah, since it's the 20th episode, we are going to be doing this. It's going to be interesting. I have actually done a live podcast before, a very long time ago, like 50 years in internet years. So it was like 5 years ago.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, everyone drip in. Dude, drip in. We are going to still upload this to YouTube afterwards. So hopefully it's not too weird with us either changing subjects quickly or just responding to people in the chat. We'll try to, you know, read things out. So yeah, I don't really have any topics because I wanted it to be like we're both podcasting with you guys, the chat.
Yeah.
Does that seem like the best? I mean, the only topics I really have is we both traveled this last week.
We did.
I took a little short trip to the OpTic house for a live smooth competition shoot. Also, I was on the OpTic podcast. If you guys haven't checked that out, you definitely should because it was a good one. We talked about some crazy shit. Cruiser. And then, yo, did you just resub to me in the middle of this?
No.
Oh my god, I'm live with OpTic MiDNiTE 6 months in a row. You just got a new chat badge.
Crazy. Oh, thanks.
Damn. Wow, I don't think this is ever, like, I've ever been face to face with someone as they've resubscribed to me.
To the eyes of the money. No problem.
Thanks, dude.
You're welcome.
But yeah, so I want to talk about our trips for sure. But I want you guys to kind of, you know, give us topics too. McGregor versus Mayweather. Oh man, I did talk about that actually on the OpTic podcast I was on, and we've talked about it a little bit here before too. My opinion hasn't changed, but I want to ask you. I know it's probably hard because you were like having a busy week or whatever. But did you see this circus that was their press tour?
No, I missed it. I actually really want to see it because I think that's my favorite part about half of these UFC battles is like the smack talking before the events actually start.
This was unlike something I've ever seen before. Like literally, I don't keep track of all sports, but I've kept track of enough that I would notice something like this in my lifetime, and I have never seen anything like what I saw. It was incredible.
It was incredible? Yeah. Wait, I just see something in the chat that's kind of... You sat in front of James Hetfield at Spider-Man Homecoming last night, Mask Painter?
What?
The lead singer of Metallica was behind you at Spider-Man?
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Did you say anything to him, Mask Painter?
Yeah, we gotta know. We gotta know. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to check out that McGregor versus Mayweather.
You know the best way to actually view it, and you might actually like it because you like filming things and whatnot. If you go to the UFC's YouTube and go to Dana White's video blog, he actually stops along the whole tour with them because he's on stage or whatever. And they do this series on the UFC YouTube called Embedded. So for every like large scale pay-per-view, they follow around the fighters for like the whole week of the fights called Fight Week. They follow them around. It's like a little docu-series style thing of the life of what they're doing. And they actually followed Dana around for all of that. So you get to see some of the press junkets he has to do. Nice. You see on stage mic feeds that you don't get in other footage. So if you were going to watch anything about it, I'd recommend that.
Yeah, I'll check that out.
But yeah, it was a shit show, dude. I mean, McGregor definitely won the press tour. I don't think he's going to win the fight.
But the press tour, which we knew that was going to happen. McGregor on the press tours, was he wearing the suit that said "fuck you"?
Yes,
was that
it was
for that?
It looked like pinstripes, but it said "fuck you." Did you see some guy got a tattoo of that?
No.
Some person, I think I saw Philly D like retweet it. Some person got the tattoo. It looked like a real tattoo too. Like there was redness all on the skin. Like it was
crazy.
Like a pinstripe.
I'll have to check that out. Because I love tattoos like that. I wouldn't want one, but I just love seeing them.
Yeah.
It's like the person who has the like you can't read. It's like there's somebody who has the executive producer Dick Wolf has a track
Oh yeah,
stamp.
I've seen that, dude. I saw that on Reddit or something. That's amazing. Oh my god.
Oh, man.
Are you gonna interview Cosdiv? We did. Yeah. We could do it again. He's always welcome back to come on.
Yeah, he's down to come back on, so we'll definitely do it again when he's free and has time.
Oh, for sure. And also, Hector expressed interest on coming on Power Down, which would be really cool to, you know, talk to him about a bunch of stuff. It'd be really cool to have him on. But I was just on his podcast, so.
Yeah, I love Papa Hex.
Yes.
From the internet.
Papa.
The most I did was I said hi to him at Anaheim because I didn't want to bother him because it was like at the Hilton. I knew he was trying to just hang out and talk with his friends and stuff, and his family was there. So I just was like, I just want to say hi to you and shake your hand, and that's it. We were good.
You were like, I am co-host on Power Down.
I was like, I actually do a podcast with Ashley or MiDNiTE. And he was like, I know who you are, and I was like, oh, okay.
Dude, anything I've ever told him, I feel like he responded with, I know. Yeah, I know.
I wonder how much he actually knows, or if he just like.
No, he definitely does. He pays attention. He's always been like that.
Okay, sweet. Good, because I was like, oh, okay, thank you.
Yo, are you going to be playing the Destiny 2 beta?
No.
Me neither. Well, actually, that's a lie. I have it downloaded and I'm ready to play it. I'll probably stream it tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay, right on. But it's funny. I have the Destiny PS4, like not even just the white one, the one that actually has the map. Oh, and I've never played Destiny.
You're a poser.
Well, it's because it looked really nice, and I thought I was gonna play it, but my friend did, and she got super into it. And then I was just kind of watching her play and like how you do things, and I was like, no, this doesn't seem like it's for me. This seems like too much effort.
Yeah, it's an interesting game. It definitely has the grind factor that a lot of people like. I personally, I mean, okay, it's weird because you got to do like the raids and you're leveling up and you're doing the same raid over and over and over again. When I realized that was what was happening, I was like, what the frick? I don't want to do the same thing over and over again. But then I go back to playing Modern Warfare, like COD 4, a game I've played for almost a decade. The chat covers Amanda's face. Oh, you mean on mobile?
Mobile. I was like,
okay. I was like, what? Wait a minute.
It's okay, Sydney, my face ain't that special.
I mean, so a lot of people are do you know how we talked about the Twitch mobile update in one of the last episodes, and we were like giving it props?
Yeah.
Every day in my stream, people are like, I fucking hate this mobile app. This new update sucks.
Apparently it sucks for viewing, but it's good for creators, and it is hard to navigate. It's kind of weird. I was trying to find a bunch of stuff.
I've had no issues. Like I've had a better experience myself using it.
But like, I haven't really watched anybody on mobile since it came out, I guess. So I haven't had a reason to. I haven't noticed.
So you haven't like. I mean, I have had no problem. Actually, I don't watch in landscape mode, so maybe that's why.
Oh, that could do it.
I watch where it's straight up because it's just easier because I have an iPhone, not an iPad.
Right. That makes it easy.
You don't like
Saucy says he sees us fine, but...
Yeah, turn your phone. I think the chat that shouldn't cover up the video ever.
Yeah, but then you can't see things as crisply if it's not, you know, because it's this way, then you get this little box, or you get this nice...
You know what I think they should do? I think you can actually turn off the chat, but you do still want to see a chat.
Yeah.
I think what y'all should do, put in your earbuds, don't look, and lay back, close your eyes, and allow us to take you on a audio journey through our weird conversations that we're talking back and forth to each other, but also kind of trying to pick from the chat. And being like, yo, what's good?
What's good?
I see y'all both on the vertical iPhone.
Interesting. I feel like maybe
nipples,
it's just different on different types of phones. Like, I don't know.
That's true.
Who knows?
So I went to the OpTic house and I drove like a psycho. Not literally like I drove like a psycho, but instead of flying, I opted to drive, which I told you about last time we talked.
Yes.
Bro, that was the fastest 6 hours of my entire life down there.
Yeah, was it smooth?
I listened to like 2 podcasts. I had a great time. I found it to be
if you
very
like
relaxing.
Podcasts.
Yeah, I listened to Joe Rogan. He has some interesting people on his podcast. And then I listened to some of the OpTic episodes that I missed. And then the event itself. So I really wasn't sure what to expect. But have you ever like heard of or seen videos of Topgolf?
No, not Top. Well, I've seen people playing golf, but like
it's a
not...
driving range, right? It's not like
yeah,
a golf
like a driving
course, like a
range.
driving range.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, I see
and it's got
people
like
doing
neon
that.
lights and music. And it's got a bar and stuff. It's real bumping. People,
Which sounds
it's very
exciting.
popular right now.
Yeah, I'd be hella down for that. I
Oh,
like
dude,
hitting
yeah.
things.
Have you ever played golf?
No, well, kind of, not really. More like driving range stuff. I've never actually gone to a golf course, but there's a golf course like up the street from my parents' place, so it's like there's a driving range attached to it, so we kind of go there every now and again.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I've been driving before, but I was like 11 or 12. I went with my dad. And then I remember for a school field trip, we played a 9-hole golf. And then I've played golf like 1 or 2 times with my grandma.
Well, there you
Who's
go.
a boss, by the way.
She's a boss.
And so that was years ago, though. And so I'm not going to spoil anything because I think the Smooth Comp video is not coming out till this next Saturday. But we go there, and they've rented out a whole section of this place. It's brought to you by Brisk. So Brisk is everywhere. It was really dope. They had like a lot of like signage and like customs. It was really well set up. Two thumbs up from me, Brisk. Y'all did a great job. But we go there, and like there's like I'd say like I want to say like 75 to 100 spectators because there was 50 people that could RSVP, and then they could plus one if they wanted. So
nice.
It was a lot of freaking people.
That's a lot of people. That's
yeah,
crazy.
And so I was like, damn, that's crazy. And so then they're like, all right, we're gonna shoot this live Smooth Comp thing. Here's the teams, and like I said, I don't want to spoil any of the actual video, but you have to watch it.
I'm excited, actually.
Like
I'm excited.
You have to watch it.
Yeah,
golf cart, car, and plane. Move said a golf cart's better than a car.
It's fun.
A car is better than a plane.
Yeah, the most of like actual golf I've ever played is just like sneaking onto the golf course at night.
What? Oh, because you live so close, right?
Yeah, and it's like it's not a super nice one. It's okay. Look, I live up the street from a trailer park, so this golf course can only be so nice. But you could literally just walk over like a ditch and you're on the golf course. Like it was pretty common for people to park their cars on the side of the road and just sneak in like halfway through.
They come back and their windshield's busted.
Yeah, that actually I've had, just because of where people can end up golfing, I've had golf balls like bouncing down the road, and I've had to like speed up and slow down my car to like dodge it so that it didn't hit either the top of my car or just go right in the window. Excitement all the time. Is that where they film the Trailer Park Boys? No, but it's close. But
are you close to them?
Yeah.
I fucking love that show. Sorry for cursing.
No, it's cool. Yeah, no, one of them went to a high school, not my high school, but the one that was like up the like the next high school over from me.
Didn't you? Was it you that told me that you went to a bar once and they were there, or was that someone from my chat?
That was someone else, but I've been at bars with them before. Because like they basically they live in the Maritimes. People travel around the Maritimes and they just drink places. So they've done like Trailer Park Boys live here. So they were out at the bar that.
What?
Yeah.
Yo, are they like rich as frick or what, dude?
They have like a decent amount of money, but you wouldn't like know it. Like they handle themselves pretty similar.
I'm the same way. I don't know if it's how I was raised. But if I had like a shitload of money,
I don't think I would change very much.
No, dude, I still want to drive my Jeep.
There you go.
Maybe I mean, all right, I love my Jeep, but let's be real, dude. It's been like 80, 90, humid as fuck. By the way, at the Topgolf thing, it was hot as shit.
Don't talk to me about hot as shit.
Dude, 90 with 90% humidity. Damn. I was dying, bro. I had to put my hair up. I looked like I was going to work out. And I look pretty rough in the foot. I already know I do because I gained some weight and then it was fucking hot as shit. So, by the way, I want to say, dude, listen, Amanda, I've told you this like 50 times before. Yes. Hey, I'm back in the gym vibes. Well, you know, eat it clean.
Eat it clean.
And then I do that for like 3 weeks and I give up. But I swear to God, it's different right now, bro.
I saw you putting in that work.
Dude, I'm putting in the work. I'm eating right, and all right, it hasn't been that long since I restarted my little cycle that I do.
Yeah.
But the cognitive benefits alone.
Oh yeah.
Of eating healthy food and working out is amazing. I couldn't sleep last night because I was too excited about thinking of video ideas. I have high energy off of no caffeine. Like,
yeah, no, it's great. It's great.
Dude.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. Like,
gotta do it.
I mean, everyone has their own way to do things, but I'm telling you, dude, like, and maybe it was because I also took a trip to the OpTic house that I really got, because I saw your tweet, dude.
It's because I had a typo and then I was going to fix it, but then I was recording somebody, so I couldn't fix it.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
She
There was a
tweeted
typo.
me. So you take one trip to the OpTic house and you're down to upload again, but I talk to you every week and tell you to upload. She tells me every week you should upload. And I'll be like, yo,
Yeah.
I have this cool idea. And she'd be like, you should upload that. And I'm
Do it.
like, no, dude, because now it's been such a weird absence that like I have to come back with some fire, which I'm going to.
Which is cool. I get that. I respect that. But it was just like, it's the same. It happens to everybody. Everybody's like, yeah, I just went to this place and I'm going to be awesome and amazing. And I'm like, just be awesome and amazing instead of just talking about it. Do it.
Dude,
be
yeah.
awesome.
You got to just do it. I mean,
Yeah,
I got the
just
idea.
do it.
I'm writing all these video ideas down and I'm like, I know I'm going to execute this shit out of this. Because I don't want to just be like I love streaming. I do. And I'm still going to stream. But I don't want to just be... I want to be exceptional. I don't just want to do what I'm doing. I don't just want to float by or be an accessory to OpTic. Like, I want to be putting out dope shit because I know I'm capable. It's just... this last word was really weird for me.
Yeah.
So anyway.
It's cool. It happens. It happens. Sometimes you go through those funks and it's like for you, when you go through a funk because you have the YouTube and the Twitch, it's really easy just to be like, well, the Twitch is going well. So like, who cares about the YouTube right now? So... You know,
well, there was a lot of things too that all kind of happened at the same time. Like I had a rough year last year, just emotionally, mentally. The ad boycott didn't help, so I started getting barely any money from YouTube. And YouTube, I mean, I've never had like I've gotten a lot of views over the years, but YouTube was never like, holy shit, I'm killing it and getting mad money from it. So like when that happened, there was no longer a passion for me to do what I was doing. And then I was no longer being compensated well for it. So it's like, where should I put my time in the interim?
I get that.
And so now it's like...
Yeah, it doesn't help that for whatever reason, your content just gets like whitewashed as restricted for some unknown reason.
My whole channel is restricted.
Yeah, which doesn't make any sense because you don't upload anything that's inappropriate. So I don't even understand how that happened. It's probably just the gaming content.
You know what it is? Yeah, it's probably old videos that got in their little algorithm. And if you have probably so many on your channel, they're like, she's all bad.
Yeah.
You know?
It's rough. It's rough.
COD is but not all COD channels are like that.
Yeah, so it's like there's certain people that'll be like, I'm in a team with these people. We all make the same kind of content. None of their videos are restricted, but just because of like one thing I did, I'm now restricted. Or just because of some random reason, I'm now restricted. So I don't think it necessarily has to do with the games.
Dude, it's because it's just they're player hating.
Yeah. It's random. It's player hating, and yeah, who knows?
So enough of my self-indulgent talk. How was your trip? You took a big trip to Las Vegas.
I took a big trip to Las Vegas. Yeah, it was good. Okay, it's like it was weird because I actually didn't think I was going to enjoy Vegas as a city as much as I actually did. So,
dude, I loved it when I went.
Because, like, I don't know, it just never really appealed to me. Like, I'm not a huge gambler, but it's just like you can't, and I don't know why, but like you see it all in movies, but you think that it's like exaggerated or it doesn't seem as cool. But then when you're actually in front of it, everything seems so amazing. But it is, yeah, like Dr. Shea is literal hell on earth. It is a literal, I honestly think that it is the gateway to hell. The heat there is ridiculous. It's like 103 degrees at midnight.
Is it a dry heat? It's a dry heat though, because the desert.
No, some of it that was the thing. There was actually a lot of the times like 30% humidity at some points, and I was like,
30?
This doesn't feel dry. Yeah, 30% humidity
is very low, Amanda.
No, but for dry places, it's not. Like when I was in California, there was one day in California that was like 115 degrees, and we were outside for a really long time, and it only felt bad towards the end of it. Whereas the second you step outside in Vegas, I was like, what the hell is this? What the hell is this? And it's like, it is dry, but it's just so much heat because I'm used to humidity here. Like the breathing here is worse than there, but it's like there's air blowing at you and it's warm.
I don't doubt it, dude. I mean, when I did go, I think it was in January, so it was very like cool. It was actually cold, especially at night, so I didn't get to experience the heat blast that you're talking about.
You're lucky because it was still warm as frick, to quote you. At midnight, I was like sweating my ass off. Like, I'm sweaty at midnight. That doesn't make any sense. And it's not like we were outside all day. That was the day that we realized that we didn't need to leave the building to like get to where we needed to go because everything's interconnected underground. I only went outside starting at like 10:30 at night, and it was warm as hell, and it was disgusting. But So yeah, so I think it's the gateway to hell because of that, and then all the sinning, and Carrot Top is there permanently. Like it's clearly the gateway to hell.
It's Carrot. I would hella go see a Carrot Top show.
Carrot Top was side by side with the strippers.
Hell yeah, he is. That's Vegas. I think that all those residencies that all those comedians and performers do, I think that's the best part about Vegas.
Oh, it's crazy. It was cool. Like
and
ours
they paid
had
mad money for that stuff.
Yeah, because ours was like Blue Man Group, Carrot Top, Chris Angel, and a Titanic exhibit.
Dude, that all sounds like something I would do.
Yeah, because we're in the Luxor, which was like the pyramid, which is amazing.
Yeah. Is it? And the Sphinx is outside, right?
Yeah, it's like intense and like everything's Egyptian themed. It's like poorly Egyptian themed. Like none of it makes sense, but it looks cool. So
I stayed at the Stratosphere when I went. I actually went because my dad got remarried there, and not in the typical fashion you would think.
Yeah, there's chapels everywhere too.
Bro, yeah, I would not be caught dead in one of those things. But my dad, my father, he got remarried, and they actually did it. It was like 45 minutes out of Vegas in is the desert area. I believe it was called the Ring of Fire. And the same, is it the minister that marries the people? The same minister that married my dad and my stepmom is the same guy that married Angelina Jolie and Billy Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob Thornton!
Because they got married in Vegas.
Oh,
and they actually got married in the same place. So, like, it was dope. We got to take a limo. It was dope. It was a lot of people say, "Oh, your dad got married in Vegas." You think the Elvis impersonator outside the chapel,
which I didn't see a single one of. A little disappointed. No,
maybe it was too hot.
Maybe.
Oof. Valley of Fire. Yeah, maybe that. It's something. It was definitely fire. I had a good time. I mean, I was only 17 at the time.
Okay, there you go.
Sydney was there. Sydney's in my chat. Sydney's my sister.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was good. It was good. Like, I had a really good time. Like, the event was good and everything. It just looked so cool. There was, like, an entire Coke store. It was 2 stories and had a bunch of crazy flavors. And I got, like, a Coke Icy, which was delicious because they're my favorite. And it was just... There's all sorts of cool stuff. I went to a breakfast place called Egg Slut. It was great.
Dude, I would go there every day.
Yeah.
3 meals a day.
The lineup was huge. Otherwise, we probably would have gone more, but it was like... Yeah.
When I went, I was fascinated with everything having a neon sign. Like the Walgreens has a neon sign outside of it. And I was like...
McDonald's has like diamond light up around it.
It's everything. And then there's these like trucks, either with shit like decaled on the side of them or just like the billboard trucks driving around for like escorts and stuff. And I'm like, this place is literally out. It's like you said, it's literally out of a movie.
Yeah, and they're just handing you, like, every time you walk down the street, they're handing you flyers for, like, stripping places or stripper places or, like, free limos, discounted shows. Like, it's crazy. Just naked people everywhere. And, like, even the water is warm. So, like, the first night I was there, there was a Red Bull party. So, I turned up to that. And, like, it's, like, midnight, and the water is just so warm.
What do you mean by water?
Like pool water that's supposed to be refreshing is warm because it's so hot. Oh, that was the funniest thing. So obviously all the buildings have so much air conditioning pumped into them, but every time you would walk somewhere where there was like a skylight or doors, you couldn't feel the air conditioning anymore because it was so hot coming through the window that the air conditioning in that area you stopped feeling it. You could actually feel the heat from the windows. I was like, what the hell?
So I know you went there to work. You actually went there to shoot for an organization.
Yeah.
But what was the wildest thing you did? Or did you avoided the strip clubs and the wildest thing was Egg Slut maybe?
The wildest thing that I did was there's these things called yards, which are slushy things that you can get them in different sizes, but the yard is like 3 feet tall.
Yeah.
So it's more than half my size. With slushy and alcohol in it.
And you had multiples of those? Or
no, just one.
Well, you're not a very large gal, so...
I am not a large gal. That was plenty. That was plenty. I also got a milkshake that ended up having alcohol in it that I didn't realize was going to have alcohol in it because it was like a coffee milkshake. And I was like, hell yeah, I love coffee.
Oh, you got that Bailey's in there.
It was Kahlua, but yes.
Oh, okay.
It was good as hell. I was like, what is this?
That's
crazy.
And
yes, there's these people just carrying around these giant slushies everywhere. It was just crazy. Oh, now that is the craziest thing. In Vegas, you can drink everywhere. You can drink in public. Yeah. You can drink on the side of the street. You can just grab your stuff. I'm not 4'11". I'm 5'6". Come at me, bro. I'm probably taller than Ashley.
Yeah.
I just look small.
By an inch.
By an inch. Yeah. I'm
Oh yeah,
5'6".
you're a long-legged lady.
Yeah, I have really long legs. I just kind of look small because there's like nothing going, like there's nothing up here.
Yeah, I'm the complete opposite of you. I have short little legs, a long torso, and I'm thick with 2 C's.
Yeah. Yeah, doctor, that was a rolling dice on the stomach. So, but it was cool. It was fun for the ice cream. But yeah, no, I'm not very big, but these things are just like, they're so massive, but you can drink them anywhere. It's like there's people drinking them at 9 o'clock in the morning. There's people walking down the strip with like just like glasses of alcohol that they've just walked out of bars with. Like you can drink everywhere and you can smoke inside.
That's gross.
It is, but you can. I was trying to acquire I thought it would be really funny to take a Vegas casino ashtray for one of my friends. So I just kind of like, because people will grab them and move them around the table. So I kind of grabbed one, moved to a different thing, and then like left with it.
Oh, damn.
They pay attention.
They caught you? Oh my gosh, you have to make a clickbait video. Caught stealing in Las Vegas. I'm titling the podcast this.
Yeah,
you're a criminal. I don't associate with you.
No, I was gonna take it the Sunday night or something, and because that was when I did my minimal amount of gambling. And then I was like, no, I'm just gonna like kind of casually grab one on my way out tomorrow morning, like when there's no one around and they're not really paying attention as much. So I grabbed it and I went outside because I was like, they have hundreds of these things. It's fine. Like the amount of money that they make us pay for everything there. So I was like, I just want to see if I can get away.
Dude, like, stop you?
Well, I kind of went outside and I was waiting for my shuttle, and then some guy comes out and he's like, "Oh, excuse me, miss. I think you might have accidentally taken something from the casino floor." And I was
accidentally. How do you accidentally take an ashtray? An ashtray.
Apparently, it's really common because people just grab them and move around to different spots with them because they're not on every machine. So people will just kind of grab them. So then they walk with their cigarettes, and he was just it was still in my hand, and he was like, "I'm sure." Like he's like, "I'm sure it was just kind of like an absence of thought." And then he was like, I was like, "Oh yeah, here you go. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You know how it is." He's like, "Yeah, we really
butts falling everywhere." Like, did you clean it or was it just unused? It was already clean.
I was just kind of like go outside to where you could just dump the. There was like one cigarette in it. There was like one cigarette, and I was just gonna dump it, but he got to me before.
I don't believe you. I'm gonna choose to reimagine. No, I believe you, but I'm gonna choose to reimagine that it was full of butts. You know, a little bit of water in there for some reason. Wet ash.
It was the morning. Yes, I'm a criminal. I'm sorry. I am a. I was just trying to get a unique souvenir for someone.
There is no morning in Vegas, ever. It's just one big day.
Yeah, you just wake up and
24/7. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's the thing, because the reason why they let you, yeah, boom, excuse me, ma'am. Yeah, it wasn't excuse me, ma'am. They're really polite about it. I saw a roulette dude verbally assault somebody for trying to steal a chip, though. That was fun.
That is crazy.
Yeah, because he was like, he went to leave, and then he was like, "No, I cash you out here." And he was like, "Oh, yeah, sorry, man." So he pulls it all out of his pocket again. And then he gives the couple, and he's like, "One more." And the guy's like, "I don't have one more." And he's like, "One more." And he was like, "No, I don't have one more." And he was like, "You got one more." And then finally he was all like, "Okay, well, let me check." And then he was like, "Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry, here you go." And I was like, damn, they pay attention. I think for him it was easier, though, because he only had $5 chips and the minimum bet is $10. So if there was an uneven number of chips, automatically one had to be missing. But yeah, this dude was like,
working in there must be really tough, because you really do learn to really pay attention, because there's a lot of shiesty people.
There's shiesty people.
Ashtray stealers. That's a good point. The chat just said they probably sell those in the gift shop. The ashtray.
They don't. No, because they sell Las Vegas ashtrays, and they sell like branded ashtrays. This was just a glass ashtray that I could have said, "Here is a genuine Las Vegas casino ashtray that I got for you."
That is dope. Authentic versus like a labeled thing that you had to pay for. I get it.
Exactly. Hi, Crank.
You criminal.
Yeah. Criminal.
You criminal.
Look, I am a criminal, but I thought, they're criminals. That whole city is crooks. That whole city is crooks.
That's kind of true.
It's like, yeah, I've got tons of random stories. Like the shuttle driver on the way there, like, forcibly brought me to a liquor store.
Oh, wow. Like, he was stopping, or he was like, "Let me do you a courtesy, miss"?
I was the only person in the shuttle. He was all like, "You know what? I'm going to hook you up." we're gonna go to a liquor store. And I was like,
What?
oh no, it's cool. Like, I'm fine. I'm here on like work and stuff. Like, I don't need a liquor store. It's fine. And he was like, no. It's right here on the way. And I was like, no, man, it's cool. Like, I've got like a party thing to go to apparently. And he was like, no, it's cool.
Were you like shaded out by that? Because I would have
a little bit. I was
been
like,
shaded out by that.
He was got like something. No, it was like he was really chill, but I was like, you know what? Like, this is an official shuttle. If I can sue, I'll sue.
Oh my god, dude! I mean,
like,
so you have like the Canadian and the Minnesotan. So like we have our little cultures where we live. Maybe that's just Vegas culture. They're like, oh, young female, let me just stop and buy you a big bottle of liqueur.
No, I kind of figured out what was going on as we got there. So we go in there and he immediately says hi to the guys working. And I was like, I get this. You bring people from the airport to this liquor store, and depending on what they buy, they give you a cut. So I flat out asked. I got like one thing. I got like a Mike's lemonade thing because it was like a mango, and I was like, oh, we don't have that in Canada. I'll try that. That sounds exciting. Not realizing that with the I didn't realize I didn't know what hotel I was staying at. I didn't realize it was a big deal. I didn't realize that the Luxor was some kind of like I didn't even know what hotel I was staying in until that day. That day he was like, here's your information.
Oh, I see. So you didn't have time to Google and creep.
Yeah, and I just didn't even look into it. I just assumed it was going to be like one of the cheaper ones away from the event, but it's actually like one of the biggest hotels and like the most popular hotels. Yeah. Exactly. So I didn't realize, and I also didn't realize that the casinos were inside the hotels. I didn't realize that there were actual liquor stores inside the hotel. I didn't realize that there was liquor everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was a film exaggeration. Like I did not know the beast that was Vegas. So like
each casino is like its own fully functional sinner society.
I know, it was crazy. I just did not realize that. So I just bought this one thing that ended up being in the hotel anyways. But so like as we're getting back into the bus thing, the shuttle, I was like, I bet they give you a cut if somebody buys certain things, right? And he was all like, honestly, ma'am, if you had bought one of the big top shelf liquors that I was trying to kind of encourage you towards, yeah, they'd give me a cut of that. And I was like, I'm sorry, dude. I was like, if we ever need liquor again, I'll come to this one and be like, Tony, the shuttle driver.
Tony sent me. Give him a cut. Use code Tony at the liquor store checkout.
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude. Yeah. I mean, I respect the hustle. Do you?
I do. I was like, damn, though. Okay, Cisco kids, are you guys good at sticking to your limit in gambling? Yes.
Yeah, it sucks because my limit is usually low, and what will happen is I love blackjack, so I'll go play blackjack, I'll double my money, and then the seed is planted. I'm like, oh, now I'm gambling with the casino's money.
Yeah.
Fuckers, got them. So I'll gamble more when I should. I mean, if you would double your money, leave, right? I've learned that now.
Yeah.
But, I'll double it, I'll lose that, and then I'll think, oh, I could just redo what I did, get lucky again. And then I lose my own money that I came with, and then I'm like, But I go into the casino with like an idea of like, hey, I'm willing to, like, you got to look at it like I'm willing to lose this amount of money, whether it's $5, $100, $5,000.
I went so low. I went with 30
What did
bucks.
you play? Did you play sluts?
Roulette.
Roulette?
I like roulette.
Really?
Roulette. I've never played blackjack. I'd like to do one of the card ones at some point, but like I just figured that trying to learn in Vegas on a Saturday night when it was busy. Yeah. No, it was Sunday night actually. Either way, it was really busy. Yeah. I unintentionally ended up at a high roller table at roulette though. I sit down. One dude's got like a stack of hundo chips and like just a pile of $25 chips. Some other chick's got a pile of $25 chips, and I was like, whoa. Yeah. And I'm like, here's $20.
Can I get in with this, or what's the minimum?
What's the minimum? $10 bets on anything. So I was like, okay,
that's hilarious.
So, yeah, I built up to like 60, and then I was gonna walk away, and then the dude next to me was all like, nah, man, like trust me and do this. And then I lost 40 of it, and I was like, I'm just gonna take my 20 and peace out.
Yeah, dang.
Yeah. Yep.
You should play well, I shouldn't say you should do something, but I recommend blackjack. It's very exciting. My uncle taught me when I was like 8 or I was 7.
Yeah.
Maybe 6.
I just don't play any kind of card games, so I don't really know how they work. So
it's very easy. But if you do you have any casinos by you?
There's one in my hometown, so I could go there.
Go in there on a slow Monday afternoon.
Yeah.
Sit with the nice dealer who's like probably 60. She's on the day shift.
There you go. Well, your sister just invited me out to Minnesota to get learned.
Yeah. I mean, it's easy. Dude, and it's funny too because with Blackjack, there's like a by the book way to play the game, right? So if certain cards happen and versus what the dealer has, the whole table kind of agrees to like play by that like gentleman's rule type of thing, right? Gotcha. And did you ever hear about the story of the time I got yelled at?
No.
Bro, listen. Bro. So I was at the casino that's by me, and I was there. Cassie's my witness. She was there too. She almost went off on this lady. We were there. I was at the table. Cass was just chilling, and this happened like a couple years ago, so I'm sorry if I'm shady on the details at first. Okay. But basically, it was only this lady and I at the table because the rest of the table had kind of got like skunked out. But I was actually up. So, gotcha. So I'm exactly. Strike raid. Just like literally foreshadow what happened. Take a dealer's bus card and watch what happens. So the dealer was showing. So the dealer, it's hard to explain to Amanda too because she's never played it. But the dealer shows you one of their cards, and if they go over 21, they bust and you win. No matter what you have, I could have a 3 or whatever, and if the dealer busts, I win. Right? Gotcha. So the dealer's showing a bust card, which is usually like a lower number because you assume always that the dealer underneath their show card is holding a 10. So you just assume that automatically. So if they have a 3, which is a bus card, you assume, oh, they have 13. And I had 14, right? Yeah. And so I played it off a gut feeling. What I should have done is I should have not hit because I have to assume, based by the book, that the dealer has 13. And I have 14, right? So the lady's next to me, she stays because it's a bus card. And I should mention, she also, since the table was empty, was playing like 2 hands, and she doubled down on both of them. I'm so sorry, Amanda, that you don't know what I'm talking about, but for my Blackjack people, she had 2 hands that she both doubled down on both of them. Like, this was her big motherfucking... Yeah, she's all in, basically, yeah. And I played it off of the gut, dude. I hit, and I didn't bust. But I ended up winning versus the dealer. And God. She lost. It was crazy. And she got furious. She was like... Understandably. She turns to me, and I don't care that she was black, but she cared a lot that I was white. This old white girl in here don't know how to motherfucking play blackjack and blah, blah, blah. And she's going off about how I'm just this stupid white girl and I fucked the whole table. I can't believe this shit. And then her friend, who is also black, she starts telling him what the stupid white girl, me, just did. You must be new. If you're new here, you shouldn't be playing on the tables. What are you, 8? Like, she's saying basically that I'm young. I was like, this was like 2 years ago, so that is like the equivalent of when you kill somebody in a video game and they're like, "You're trash." Like, I'm sorry, who's on the ground, dude? Okay, and what happened? So I looked at her, and right away, I realized what I did. So I wasn't saying, "Oh, whatever, lady, you're dumb." Like, I realized right away that I should not have played it by the gut because I've been told before that if you don't play blackjack by the tables book rules, people get upset because it kind of fucks with the flow. Even though you're not versing the person next to you, you're still helping each other out by playing by the book and being like, what's the word? Like, consistent, I guess. It don't matter. And so I turned to her and I said, I'm really sorry, like, tough chance. You know, I mean, she still took the chance of what she was doing. Yeah, you know what I mean? Okay, gambling is all chance. I'm sorry. If you win on a gut feeling, that's all that matters. Yeah. You know, like, it's gambling. And actually... I can't remember the exact cards, I'm sorry, but I did note that if the dealer would have gotten what I got, he would have busted. Okay? Based on his cards. And so she would have won had I not hit. That's basically the scenario that happened. And she recognized that immediately, and I recognized that immediately. And I said, I apologize, and I was still up, so I was still trying to play. I should have, but as soon as she started going off, I should have been, hey man, I'm good, there's your tip, bye, Felicia. Yeah. Right? Just go to a different table, Bro, she was going off. And then, yeah, so her friend comes over, she's yelling at him, And Cassie's
How
my
did
witness,
the dealer
yo.
not chill them out? The dealer could have been like, "I'm sorry, you need to chill out." Like that should not be allowed in casinos.
Dude, yeah, the pit boss is standing right there, and I'm kind of looking at the dealer like, I mean, I maybe the dealer was just like, this girl really did make a dumb decision, so whatever, let him rock. But she was getting very disgruntled.
Do it.
Yeah.
Like,
and so I felt very awkward. It was definitely a mistake. If I could go back in time, I would have done it differently.
No, you won, girl. Take your winnings.
But I didn't. What a sore loser. I mean, yeah. Ever since then, though, if I play blackjack, I'm by the book. It's like if the dealer's showing a bus card, stay. I'm good. You'll have to learn. You're gonna have to learn blackjack, dude.
I will learn. But
it's really
good.
Good.
This trip was not the time to learn.
Yeah, true. In Vegas would be a tough learn. I
even messed up on roulette, and I've played roulette before.
Oh, really?
I forgot you can't touch your chips if they have that little glass vial on top of things. And I went to grab my chips, and they were like, "You can't touch that." And I'm like, "Yo, just if I sit down at a table, just holla the rules real quick."
I mean, you'd get it if you just either played at home with somebody who explained it to you, and you just went through the dry run of things. But to learn the by the book like rules that people do, and like the certain situations, like if you have a 10, if you have like a 9 or whatever, or or a double, split them, and that's what she was doing. She was an experienced player, and I was like, I'm experienced, but I don't play all the time. I don't gamble. I really don't like gambling.
She screwed up. That's her own fault. She would have lost anyways. Like it didn't matter.
No, she would have won the hand if I didn't hit. Is my point? Yeah.
Still, that's what I mean, though. You won. Like, I don't understand how this is an issue.
I mean, I was playing for me, not for her. But yeah, it is better to have a consistency at the table.
Yeah. Whatever.
They get mad.
Whatever. They can get mad all they want. It's gambling. It's gambling. It ain't, you know? It's
yeah,
like
it is. That was kind of like what yeah, there's like unspoken rules, like gentlemen's agreements, or like the table.
It's kind of like in Call of Duty, there's all these rules that people have against using certain things, and then that one team comes in and uses it, and it's not technically against the rules, so no one can actually say anything, but everybody else gets mad about it.
Yeah. Have you ever played craps?
No, I wanted to
this
weekend because it looks so fun, but the only thing I know about it is the rolling of the dice. I don't know how any other part of it works.
It is difficult to understand. It's actually illegal here in Minnesota, but me and my dad took a road trip a few years ago, and we went on this casino boat thing, and and they had craps there. And my dad was like, "Oh, it's fine." He doesn't say the F word that much, but he was like, "Oh, it's legal here. Let's go." And so he's showing me how to play it, and we won so much fucking money, dude.
Oh man,
it was insane.
That's awesome.
Yes,
I'd have to check that out.
Yes, it was.
Damn.
I mean, it could go really bad.
Yeah, of course.
Really fast, or it can go really, really good, really, really fast.
That sounds fun.
Do you have any interest in slots?
No, like the first time I ever gambled was with a slot machine at the new casino that we had gone to, and I did decently well, but my friend did super, super well. But overall, slots just kind of seem like a fool's bet. There's just literally no control over it. Like at least roulette, I can pick where I want to put it, and I can pick some kind of you averages.
Feel like you have an element of control. That's why I like blackjack.
Even though it's all very random, especially roulette, it's literally you're counting on a ball spinning. But you can you have a little bit more control over it. You'd be like, okay, well, I want red. I think it's going to be an odd number, and I think it's going to be a number under 12 or something. And there you go. You got a bit of control there. Slots is literally just you hit. It's just hit
a number or hit the button. I mean, I think they have some interesting like how many lines do you want to do and how much of a bet do you want to place on all these lines, because that obviously increases your chances of winning. Yeah. But yeah, it's still like you might as well just be scratching off a scratch off.
Yeah, exactly. It's not. It ain't worth it.
I wouldn't be complaining if I hit up a slot machine at 150K. You wouldn't. I'd be like, no, slots are the best, dude. So,
just
I don't know.
Yeah.
One thing
I know that choice is not equal to control. I'm just saying that like I have more fun with roulette because it's just like, okay, I'm going to pick to choose it here. And it's like a little bit more exciting than just putting money into a machine and hitting a button or pulling down a thing, I guess. Anyways, sorry, what were you going to say?
I wanted to see if you think that R. Kelly is running a cult. Did you see this yesterday?
I saw that last night, but I didn't have a chance to read the entire article. So I have no idea.
Yeah, this is Powered Down, guys. So if you're looking for informative discussion, sorry. I did watch a Philly D video about it. That's as researched as I am about it.
Yeah.
Basically, this one of the stage mom types of people, I guess, had an opportunity to have her young daughter work with R. Kelly, and apparently, according to like some people close to him, some girls that he's worked with in the past, they came out saying that, and there's audio that leaked of him talking to this particular girl that the mom kind of introduced, and he's saying some really weird shit, like he wants to be called daddy and all this, like really, yeah, like really off types of stuff. So I don't know, man. It sounds all bad for R. Kelly, especially considering like all the stuff that he's done before.
Yeah, it does. That sounds, because there's all sorts of crazy shit about him going on. Like always, there's always something new happening.
Yeah. Do you have a hard time have we talked about this before? Do you have a hard time separating artists from their work when they do controversial things?
Yeah, we talked about this before. I think, like I said, it depends on the level of controversy. Like, I don't like a lot of the stuff Kanye West does, but I still love a lot of Kanye West music. But I can't listen to the Lost Prophets anymore because that lead singer did some really messed up shit. So for one, I'm not a huge R. Kelly fan anyways, but if this is real,
yeah, like,
no, I ain't gonna appreciate your art.
On one hand, I think that R. Kelly is a total weirdo creeper guy, and this has been evident through many, because he's been around a long time, so he's done a lot of crazy shit. But at the same time, when the remix to Ignition comes on, it's the remix to Ignition. I mean, that is a fire song.
Well, that's fair.
And he's
some of the old ones are. But it's like, for example, the guy who wrote Ender's Game is like a huge homophobe, all these weird religious thoughts and stuff. But I still love Ender's Game, and I still love like Speaker for the Dead, like all the ones that come after that and stuff. So I can still appreciate all of his work because I actually think that it goes against a lot of his personal beliefs. But there's certain situations where I can't, and there's certain situations where I can.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah. Like,
it depends.
I hate Chris Brown.
Oh, I hate Chris Brown, but I never really liked him anyways. So.
I mean, some of his songs are really good. Like, he has a very good voice. Some of them are really catchy.
Yeah, I don't actually think I'm a fan of any Chris Brown
I feel like they're
songs.
So catchy. And so I liked them for a long time. But then, like, when I actually read, I think it was it the police report? Remember, MiDNiTE Stat. But reading the police report of the fully detailed, from Rihanna's perspective, of everything that happened.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy, right? Like, it's chance. If I ever met him, I wouldn't do anything, obviously, but I'd be do you feel like, also, let me ask you this. So to say there's a celebrity that you mildly dislike. Who's a celebrity? Like, is it like a Tom Cruise type that you like mildly think they're a little...
dislike. I mildly dislike... Why can't I think of who? There's people.
Tom Cruise?
Yeah, like, I guess. We'll go with Tom Cruise.
All right, so you mildly, like, definitely don't agree with what he does in his personal time with the Scientology cult.
Yeah.
But would you act differently if you met him in person? Like, say you're at an event or at a bar and he's there and he's, like, a normal person all of a sudden and you're like, it's Tom Cruise.
She just put it a good one. Tom DeLonge. Tom DeLonge. He's crazy now. He's insane. But if I met Tom DeLonge, I'd be like, Mister...
Yeah, I would too.
I feel like
I would try to talk to him about the aliens, bro, because he loves
deep
aliens. In that.
He's deep in the aliens. Deep. I'll go with Tom DeLonge.
I don't hate Tom Cruise. I actually like Tom Cruise. I think he's a fantastic actor.
I think sometimes he's a fantastic actor.
Bro, I mean, he's so storied in success. He's embedded into the word success. And Edge of Tomorrow is a masterpiece, bro.
Okay, that one's a good movie. But I think a lot of that stuff, I don't chalk up to the acting. I chalk up to the director and the people that are making the story and getting him to do it. Because I think that he's talented for being able to do it. But if he's directed badly, he acts badly.
True.
You know, he has bad movies because either the story's bad. Whereas you have somebody like Ewan McGregor who acts in some of the Star Wars movies that have the worst lines written for characters, which I actually really enjoy the prequels, I'm going to say, but some of the lines that they have to deliver are terrible, but Ewan McGregor pulls it off. My man's Obi-Wan Kenobi pulls that shit off. So I feel like there's some people who can just act regardless of what they're given, and some people need to be given greatness to be great.
I agree firmly. And I think, like, Tom Cruise is just a natural and I shouldn't say natural because you shouldn't ever like disqualify somebody's work ethic. I heard in an interview, or not an interview with him, but I heard people talking about him, which this is like so, third source that it doesn't even know. I don't know if it's true, but I heard that when he gets a script, he responds within a half hour. Mm-hmm. He literally, like, if you send him something, he will fully look at it and understand immediately if that is crazy. A great idea. Whereas other actors or people in the biz will take a script and they'll mull it over and they'll show it to someone else and then they'll look at it and then like they'll decide after like a week or two, I'm down. But by that time, it's already been cast. So I think that's incredible. I think his work ethic's incredible, and I think that although I do think he is a Scientology nut, and I do not support like Scientology, I'm still able to respect his craft.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's what I mean. I respect a lot of the things different people do, even though not huge fans of them in person or what they do with their regular life.
What would you do if you met him though? What if you were introduced to him even?
If I was introduced to Tom Cruise, I would probably be very nice to Tom Cruise. He hasn't done anything to me. I try not to be rude to people that haven't personally done something to me. If I was introduced to somebody like Chris Brown, I'd probably like do the intro formalities and then be like, I gotta go over here.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia. Like, I can't imagine a situation where this would be an actual thing. Like, why would somebody be introducing me to Chris Brown? But, Yeah. I have an out though. I'm very bad at just at events or anything like that, just circling. So I never stick in one spot too long. I actually get anxious if I stick in one spot too long, unless there's somebody I really, really, really want to talk to, because I'll just
I'm the opposite. I just want to chill the fuck out.
No, unless like
if I have stuff to do, I'll do it. But
yeah, unless I'm like tired or something, or if I'm like into somebody, I'll stick around. But otherwise, I cycle.
You got
even with friends. Yeah, well, it's like, especially at Anaheim, like the last night in Anaheim, I was like having great conversations with Alexis and Jason. But then I was like, oh man, but I want to go talk to some TK people before they leave, and I want to go talk to some of these people before they leave, and so I was just like,
damn.
Yeah,
I'm the opposite. I just want to chill. If you see me, what's up?
Yeah,
if I see you, what's up?
I did not ego you. You didn't say hi to me. There's a difference. When Joanne and June say hi to me, and then you just stand there, I'd never met you in person before. It took me, literally, I was walking away, and then I was like, that was Ernie. That was Ernie. And then when I went back to find you, you were gone, and luckily you found me again. So it was good. It was good.
Maybe he was expecting you to be like, oh, hey.
Ernie's a girl.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But yeah, no, I was like, it's just, I was always running around so much at that event. It's terrible.
Yeah, it is tough. Or even like, I've done this a lot because I haven't been to like a lot of events, but I've been to events where like a subscriber, someone that if I see them tweeting me a lot, like they're tweeting me or they're in my stream a lot, like I kind of like feel like I'll know when I meet them, right? Especially because they usually come up and they're like, oh, hey, by the way, my screen name is this. I'm in the Midnight Mafia. And I'm like, yo, that's dope. But I've had times where, like, I think I follow them on Twitter and, I vaguely know what they look like. I don't know. And some person came up and introduced themselves to me and kind of, like, made it seem like they were really familiar and, like, that I should be really familiar with who they are because they didn't say, oh, hey, by the way, I'm so-and-so.
Yeah.
They were like, yo, what's up? And then they were like, oh, you follow me on Twitter? And I'm like, who the fuck is this?
But like, because people use filters, people take like, it's not even that you look different. It's just that like sometimes I imagine you looking like a certain way, or I've only seen you from like a certain angle, or I haven't like, and I'm not great with faces. And so once you say this is me and this is who I am, I will recognize you the next time I see you.
Right.
But
for sure.
Dude,
one event, this was a long time ago, before I gained a little weight like I have now. But I would say 9 out of 10 people that I met told me, wow, you're so much prettier in person. And I was like, do I look like acid on my pictures or what? Like, I know I'm not the most photogenic person, but
I'm the worst. I cannot take a good selfie to save my damn life.
Dude, yeah, I never know where to look. Do I look off into the distance? Do I make direct eye contact like a creeper?
I think Snapchat doesn't, like, if I will click on the camera, and at first it'll look good, and then it's like the exposure switch is like almost, it's doing it right now. Like I turn it on and the lighting looks good, and then the longer it's on my face, the more it exposes, and I'm like,
and you look like you're glowing.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I mean, I feel like most people look better in person, though. Do you?
Some of them do, but some of them I'm not gonna throw shade at specific people, but there were some people that I met at Anaheim that I was like, damn, you good with that makeup, them angles, and them.
That's
I don't know what else the hell you doing, because there's people I did not recognize. They came up to me, people specifically being like, Amanda, it's so nice to meet you, or like just people that are like bigger than me, people that are bigger streamers, bigger YouTubers. They'd come up and I'd be like, I'm like, oh my god. Oh my god, that's
true.
Such.
I've had that.
Such.
I've had that experience too, where like it's, and I'm not throwing shade at my fellow females, because there's been guys too, but a lot of girls that take very specific types of pictures of themselves or use very specific lighting, look completely different in person.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure I look, I mean, yeah, I definitely, you know, you take a Snapchat filter that makes your face look slim and cool, and you're like, yeah. And then you realize, like, oh shit, in real life I still look like a potato. like it's, you know, it's social media, so I don't know.
That's why I was fine to take pictures. That's why I'm okay taking bad selfies, because then, you know, when people see me, it's like, oh, you actually don't look as bad as I thought you did.
No, okay. Yeah, I've also met.
I go outside. It doesn't. I just can't tan. I freckle, and then it goes away. Like I don't tan.
Skin. This is me tan.
I'm too. Yeah, this is a tan. Like I've been outside. This is a tan.
Like if you could see our stomachs in comparison to our arms, you would know.
I'm transparent. Like you can literally see right through my arm. Like
that's crazy.
I can't help it. I can't help it. It looked like my face was going to burn a little bit while I was there, and like, but it's not. It's just a little bit red, but it's always like that. So like nothing happened.
I noticed was it last week or the week before, you were kind of burnt. Like your nose looked pretty burnt.
Did it?
Yeah. Or at least like a little darker than normal.
Yeah. So that was probably last week, and it's probably still there. I don't know what it is. I'm actually pretty sure my nose is like always burnt. I don't really know what's up. Like I have allergies, and it always makes my nose kind of red. That's a huge issue. And I don't wear makeup, so there's nothing covering it up.
Same. Yo. Complete topic switch. This is a serious question.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see my Snapchat of the Tim Hortons they put by my gym?
No.
Okay.
Did you snap that at me?
No, it was a story.
Why didn't you snap that at me?
Well, I don't know, because I thought you were a real friend and you looked at my story.
I've been away.
That's true. You were probably actually, it was the other day. You were probably busy doing something. But so I actually kind of have to do a little drive to get to my gym. And I heard that they were going to put a Tim Hortons there. And then it never happened. And I was like, you know. And so I actually looked it up. And the only Tim Hortons is over in the Mall of America. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to go that far just to try Tim Hortons. But then I drove the other day and I saw it. I don't even think it's open yet because there was no like cars outside of it. But I need to know, what do I get?
Okay, look.
What's the first? Because I'm gonna make a video of me trying it.
Oh my god. Okay, well, Tim Hortons really, I feel like it is not as exciting as a lot of people are gonna think it is. It's like a Canadian staple. It's like it's like how people in America really seem to like Dunkin' Donuts, even though actually Tim Hortons is better than Dunkin' Donuts. I'll say that. But like, okay, look, the standard drink is a double. That's what
people have told me. And an ice cap.
Yeah, I love ice caps. I love double doubles, and their iced coffees are actually really good. So any of those are good, but then you got to get some Timbits.
Yeah, I heard those are fire. And those are like little glazed donuts, or no?
Yeah, they're basically, you guys call them donut holes.
Donut holes?
But they're Timbits, and they're delicious. So you got to get that. Absolutely.
So I'm trying to look for like maybe two drinks and like 3 menu items to try for this video. What do I get?
Okay, I would say get a double and an ice cap.
That was my plan. Should the double be hot, or can it be iced?
It can't be iced. Their iced coffee is a different thing. They use like a different sweetened base for it, so you can't choose what you want in it. They use like a sweetener to sweeten it.
What do I tell them I want in my iced coffee?
That's what you just ask for, an iced coffee, and then they give it to you, and then it already comes pre-made like it's like you can't. So it's
not like a black coffee?
No, it's like an iced coffee that they use a base sweetener, and then they put a bit of cream in it and stuff. So like. Yeah.
Those are that's the worst kind for you to drink, but those are my favorite.
Yeah, so they're actually really good. So you could go with an iced coffee, but
like
yeah.
if you order iced coffee from Starbucks, they're giving you a black coffee.
Yeah, exactly. Unless you get like a vanilla flavored one and ask to have cream put in or something like that. But Tim Hortons.
So it's
just,
not
it has
coffee. D-Lan said, basically.
So it's not coffee. No, there is coffee in it. So basically, use coffee. So they put coffee in it. So they make it like a normal. It's like a regular coffee. That then they put like some cream in it for you, and then they have like a sweetener base. So that makes it taste like a certain way. And if they don't have the sweetener base, you have the option of substituting it with vanilla or caramel if you want, but like instead of the base. But
I'll just order a regular one. We'll start with the base when I order it.
It's good. They're good. So yeah,
but I'm probably only gonna get a hot double and an iced cap. It's definitely iced, right? It's like an iced cappuccino.
Yeah, an iced cappuccino is yeah. So those are the two big ones. But yeah, an iced coffee is just standard if you want to get all three of those. But I've been on the iced coffee grind lately just because it's good and it's summer.
Dude,
so that's
do you want to know the
best
one? I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna rock your mind, people. I ordered it last summer initially, and I completely forgot about it this far into the summer until I was like, oh yeah, that's right. So it's like 2 espresso shots shaken with milk. And it's a little strong because of that, but it's and it's put on ice, and it's so good. It's called the Starbucks Double Shot on Ice. You have to say, I've found in like a few different times I've ordered this, if I don't say Starbucks before the double shot on ice part, they literally pour 2 espresso shots over ice and then hand it to you.
Oh wow!
I was so confused one time when this girl
so
handed me
the Starbucks double shot on ice.
Starbucks double shot on
sometimes.
ice. Grande.
Ooh.
But sorry, Tim Horton.
No, it's cool. But yeah, then I just say some Timbits, and maybe
you.
if they have like a specialty donut, you could try that. Maybe they'll have like a maple donut or something.
I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna make a video out of it. I mean, like I said, I've got a bunch of video ideas that I've written down. It's some of them. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna come back with a bunch of different stuff and kind of see what sticks.
No. Honestly, I think it's better to give people variety of content, because then if people get bored of something, there's something new. And I know that some people are like, no, you need to pick one thing and stick with it. But like for me, my channel's been doing the best, just doing whatever the hell I want and making sure people just are there because of me. And then you get the random people who pop in for different types of videos that do really, really well. But then you have like a core audience that they don't care what you're uploading. They just want to see you.
Yeah,
so.
that's what I aspire for. But like at the same time, if you notice large YouTube channels, they specify or they focus heavily on one type of video.
They do. But I think it's going to be...
It drives their success.
It does. And
so that's the part where I've had a difficult time with, because like I can't just come back and do COD commentaries like I used to. Like I'll still do Call of Duty, especially when World War II comes out. Like don't think I'm not gonna do Call of Duty. I'm gonna do Call of Duty. Yeah. But I want other stuff too. I want to be more. I mean, I don't know. I'm just the kind of person where I'm like jack of all trades, master of none. Like
Same.
Like I like to do like I'll play guitar. And I can be mediocre at guitar, but I can't really like put myself all the way into it and become a really good guitar player. Or like games, like gaming. Like I like being decent at games, but I like a few different games that I like to be decent at instead of picking one and honing in on it. That's just kind of how I am. Are you the same way too? You're just kind of like I kind of like everything.
I'm trash at games anyway, so whatever I feel like playing is what I play.
You're equally bad at all of them.
Yeah, I guess my thing is like I get, especially on YouTube, I get that the channels that kind of stick to one idea of something do better, and that's why my stuff like it just goes all over the place. But there's still like a centralized theme. It's like IRL type stuff, random opinion type stuff, and those seem to do really well. And then I'll just kind of throw in any other kind of idea I have. And then for streaming, I do kind of stick to the same handful of games. But again, streaming and getting stuck in one game is super dangerous. Because if people get bored of the game, yeah, it's like it sucks. So I do like kind of jumping around to different types of things. But yeah, that's my thing. I've always been like that, though. I feel like I could put my all into one type of video and one type of thing, and then try to build that and have it do well. But I do just kind of like giving myself the freedom to just do whatever the hell I want.
Yeah, that's true. I think I'm gonna find something that sticks, and I don't know. My motivation fell out for a long time, but I'm feeling really good about it.
Yeah.
Partially in part to my trip to the OpTic house, because it just was a really, I mean, I don't know, it's just to be even for
being surrounded by creators.
Yeah, dude, like there's something about that, because if you think about it, Twitch streaming is like a really isolated lifestyle, I would almost consider it unhealthy. I don't stream for 8 to 12 hours a day like a lot of other streamers do.
Yeah.
And there's some that, you know, really mix it up. Like Tim the Tapman, for instance, does 4 hours in the morning, 4 hours at night. The middle of his day, he has to himself.
Yeah, which is a cool way to do it.
I think he's married now or engaged or something.
Okay.
You know, lives with his lady. So, you know, he probably makes time to spend time with her and live. Yeah. But, you know, and he is actually one of the most consistent people I've ever seen. I'm late because I run on MiDNiTE. I run on Ashley time. So I'm late all the time. Not too late, but like enough to be late. Fashionably late, I would say. Yeah. And, but he, like, I get the notification on my phone, 7 p.m. Tim the Tapman's went live. Every day. Except for like a couple days where he does stream. So, yeah. Twitch streaming unhealthy? That doesn't sound right. I mean, it kind of is, though. Do you think it is? Yeah. In a way?
Like, it is. It's like so mixed because it could just be like a regular job, you know, if you work 8 to 5 at a regular job, you work 40 hours a week at a job and you do that on stream, but like it does get unhealthy, but like it's in the interaction
part, right? At a normal job, you're still, hey, Lucy at the front desk, how are you? Oh, your kids out there doing, oh, you're going to a baseball tournament, cool. Me too, I'm doing this shit this weekend. Whereas Twitch streaming's like, I'm looking at these lines of words that are coming in and responding to them, and in my head, it's a conversation between two people. But if you're just looking at me doing it, it's like, what the fuck is she doing?
Yeah, it is, but it's like also just, it's so weird because it's like one of the greatest things, but it's also really rough and there's no way you can fake it. Like we've had the conversation where you could put a lot of effort for a few days and have uploads done for a while and then just go do something else for like a couple weeks. If you get yourself, you know, do something unhealthy for like a little bit, get a bunch of uploads ready and then just leave it alone for 2 weeks. No one would ever need to know the difference because it's just, there's uploads.
Yeah.
But I think that things like daily vlogging and daily streaming can get really unhealthy, but I just like to do it. And honestly, it's sad because I know I would do it more if I had more time. So it's weird. So I already do it quite a bit, but
I do 4 to 6 hours is my goal every time I stream. And I only do it 5 days a week because those other 2 days, initially when I was in grind mode, I used those days to make videos.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
And just to, you know, and Sundays too, I start early and then I have the rest on my Sunday and it goes into the Monday where I don't have to stream. So it's really helpful for like my psyche kind of, because I know it sounds, these people are probably watching, at least some people out there are like, oh wow, she's complaining about, you know, playing video games for a living. I work at a fucking factory, lady, you know? And so I'm not saying that it's hard work and I don't like it, but I'm saying that it's, if you do
the way you put your life into it.
If you do anything too much, and this concept of like, oh, he's live, like if I'm not live, oh, well, maybe I'll do an IRL stream if I go to the ice cream shop, or maybe I'll interact on Twitter and Snapchat and Instagram, and then at what point are you like just not live, right?
Yeah.
Or I gotta edit like, this YouTube video.
Yeah, that's pretty much my life. Like people will be like, oh, do you want to come do this? And I'll be like, can we wait? Are you guys still going to be there in an hour? Or are you still going to be there? And it's like, you know, so I'll stream until like 11 o'clock at night. And then I go out for like a couple of hours until like 1 o'clock in the morning, and then I wake up for work at 4:30. Like it's
just, you're a psycho. That's why I like you, though. You're a psycho, dude. Your work ethic reminds me so much of a younger me.
I try. I've cut down on the 4:30 shifts, though. I've gotten a couple of those like stricken from my schedule, which is nice, but yeah. So it's fun. Yeah. It's just.
I think this is a good point in the chat. Chiz said it's hard work, but it's relative hard work. We can't compare jobs to other jobs. That's not fair. And I don't want to repeat myself too much because I've said this same sentiment on streams and in podcasts. The mentality that you're never off is also very difficult. Like I never don't, like if I'm out, let's say Cassie's, you know, we go out to dinner, right? And I'm supposed to be engaging with that, and you know, we talk. I mean, she's really cool. She's really like, we talk about, you know, my work. She understands.
Yeah, of course.
But like, I'm thinking about, oh well, on this day I have to do this, but how do I balance that with trying to stream? Or like, what do I do with, you know, like this video idea? I'll be like, oh yo, I should do that, or I'll just be thinking like not in the moment. I'll be thinking about future plans of creating stuff. So.
No, I get that. Oh, somebody just subbed, by the way, just so you can acknowledge.
Yo, Nick, thank you so much for 12 months in a row. You just got your new badge. Congrats, man. Thank you so much, Nick.
Hell yeah.
You're the man. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yo, we've been going for almost an hour and 15 minutes. I did anticipate this episode going, hour and 30. How about this? How about to end out the podcast? We could do a little bit of a rapid fire discussion Q&A style thing with the chat. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, let's do it.
I didn't tell Amanda about this for the format because I literally just thought of it and made it up. So, put your questions. Why doesn't Amanda stream? Dude, she does.
I stream all the time.
Look at the Twitch thing is right
I feel like you've been to my stream, Bazers, because you have a very familiar name to somebody else. You were literally in my stream last week. If you mean this past weekend, it's because I was out of the country and I posted that as many places as I possibly could.
Did you put it as a post-it note on your Twitch?
Yeah.
Wow. All right. You're on top of it.
I
Yo,
did.
Black Olette also just resubbed for 12 months in a row.
yeah.
God dang. Appreciate it. And to the people who aren't watching this live, got love for you too, man. Thanks for the support.
Hell yeah.
Sir Willie Armis, am I saying that right? Says,
Willie
how tall
Armis,
are you? I'm
yeah.
5'5".
I'm 5'6".
Cool. You're going to be mad taller than me.
Doctor wants to know if you're going to, or Chiz wants to know if you're going to TwitchCon.
Probably not.
I'm going to TwitchCon.
I'm going to
Do you care?
Champs.
I'm going to that too.
Hell yeah.
Hell
We should do a
yeah.
live podcast, huh?
We should. That'd be great.
Hell yeah.
One place you each want to go on vacation, Hawaii. I would love to. Hawaii for just the purpose of vacationing. Hawaii. What color is your underwear? I'm going to go red. What are you thinking?
All right, to the people watching live, someone asked what color is my underwear, but it just sounded like Amanda asked me what color my underwear is.
No, Dr. Nipples wants us to guess what color his underwear is.
I'm going to guess it's not a color, but a pattern.
Oh,
What
there
do
you go.
guess?
I'm going to say red. I don't think they are, but that's what I'm
That's
going
what
with.
I would have said.
Also, where do you want to go on vacation? I said Hawaii.
Well, I fucking hate flying, so the idea of this long of a flight makes me want to die. But Australia, like if I could just teleport to Australia,
That'd be sweet. That'd be sweet.
that'd be dope. But if we're talking kind of around these parts, well, I don't even know.
Yeah, my thing is I'm thinking vacation is like just laying on a beach doing nothing, or just laying around doing nothing.
Yeah.
Hawaii.
I want to go to Yosemite really bad.
Okay, all right.
That is my like realistic near future vacation. Also Puerto Rico because Cassie has family there and she really likes the beach. Her idea of vacation is like beach, pina colada. My idea of a vacation is like Yosemite, looking at trees for 3 days. Like that's all I want to do.
Yeah, there's tons of places I want to go just to see things. Like I'd love to go to Australia. I'd love to go to Japan. I'd love to go somewhere in England. But when I think vacation, my mind thinks like you ain't doing nothing except drinking, laying on a beach, enjoying some water, maybe learning to surf. So like I would say Hawaii. And then if I had to pick like a place I've already been, San Diego, for the intention of just like laying on the beach and doing whatever.
I want to live in San Diego. It's too bad it's so
too.
goddamn expensive.
I love San Diego so much.
It looks really nice. Even the
Mhm.
skyline looks really nice. I want to move there.
Yeah. My allergies went away in San Diego. That is its main. Everything was perfect there.
It's meant to be.
It is. It is. Because like I'm back in Canada now. I feel all disoriented because of the pressure change. It's terrible.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never been so affected by pressure.
I
feel lucky.
I'm very affected by different pressure. I even start getting sick on the flight from the West Coast back to the East Coast. I never feel ill on flights, but when it's coming back, I get really
What do you
dizzy.
mean? Is it like a...
It's like it's
like
not
a
the
sinus
spins.
thing?
It's like, well, it's just, I don't know. I just feel pressure and I just start feeling dizzy, almost like motion sickness, even though like I don't ever get sick on planes, except I just like the last 2 times I've flown back, I felt like disoriented on the flights back.
Dang.
And then
Probably
I'll
because
just
you
be
have to
standing
go
still
up
and get
and
the-
down so much too. Do you think that is a part of it?
Yeah, up and down. And then for sure, once I get back, it's the pressure change. Like the pressure here is completely different. Somebody
when
asked
you
if I'm
go
streaming tonight.
to-
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But when you
Yeah.
go
But when I go
nothing
2,
bad
I don't get
happens?
sick. I don't get sick at all. It's like the most leisure
But
thing
isn't
in the world.
the plane pressurized at the same exact pressure for the entirety of the trip?
Well, no,
or do you just think
well-
it's because you're taking multiple flights?
I think it's like probably the multiple flights, but it's not, it's supposed to be pressurized the same, but like, when you're going up, your start popping, and when like different things change things,
Yeah.
it's weird either way. But yeah, no, I've like last night I was like standing at the sink and I wasn't moving and my head just went like, whoo, like I got like, it wasn't the full spins, but it was like It's like vertigo, basically. It's a like less intense vertigo. Like when I came back from TwitchCon, I had the worst vertigo. Like I actually like had to take time off work. I had to go get my like in your ear stuff like realigned by like getting flipped really quickly and stuff, like just to get everything back in.
Damn, they had to flip you like a little magic 8-ball.
Yeah, I think that happened because I like fell asleep sideways on the plane. So it was like the pressure. I don't know. It's all weird. Everything's weird. But I'm doing okay today.
That's
doing
good.
Okay
Glad
today.
you're feeling better. What's vertigo?
Yes.
It's like when because your inner ears balance you.
Yeah, so your balance goes off. So I was just standing and then it suddenly feels like even though I'm not doing anything or moving, I feel unbalanced. So you get dizzy, kind of get dizzy.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right. Any other questions or topics in the chat before we go?
Let me see. We got anything else here? Let's see.
You're playing games after you're done with this? Nah, I've actually got to get this uploaded and ready to go. And I got some other stuff I got to take care of. So I want to get this up the same day that we are shooting it, because this is usually the day we would upload it.
Yeah. It's not. Tell Amanda I said she smells like cheese.
Hey, Amanda, Swoopty said you smell like cheese.
Damn it.
World War II Zombies? Oh, yeah. Did you see the leaked trailer?
Nope, didn't watch it. I don't like zombies, so I don't care.
Oh, bro, it looks amazing. It looks like...
That's what I hear.
Mean, I feel
Ashley, you did not watch it because...
Oh, yeah. No, I heard about it. My friends told me... Okay, no, here's what happened. So, I had some people in my chat saying that, not today's chat, but the other day, they're like, oh, it's probably an intentional leak. Like, you know when the cover art for World War II leaked?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm a little tinfoil hatty here on this, but I think it was an intentional leak. I have no evidence to back that up.
They're sassing people pretty intensely. I don't know if it's...
But someone said that this trailer leak was an intentional leak, and I for sure disagree, because zombie YouTubers like Noah and Dalek Jr., they were sent like a little package of like hype type of materials, like little photographs or letters that kind of give into the lore of the whole World War II zombies experience. And so before we knew nothing other than that there was going to be zombies, and there's some teaser images, but then they're getting this stuff that they're posting on their social media. And so it's kind of giving people like, and especially you got to think about the zombies community that's super hardcore, like... They are going to pay attention to those YouTubers that are tweeting, because they're so hungry for information. These little tidbits start coming out, and then the same day, whoever leaked the trailer or helped spread it, you're fucked. Not, I mean, in like, oh, you're kind of a lame person way. I mean, like, literally,
you're screwed over.
You got legal problems.
They are going to come down with you.
Yes.
With the fiery fists.
Activision does not play that shit.
No.
So anyway... and then all of a sudden and you can tell, I heard from us. Okay, I'm going to just be real. I watched it. I feel guilty that I did because of this reason.
Yeah.
I only watched it one time because the damn watermark was in the way. And I wish, and just so you know, I wish, looking back now on the fact that I couldn't wait, I wish I did. Because it was an unfinished trailer. It was very obviously unfinished, and there's even still like some... I don't know what you'd call it, like production cues in there that looks really weird.
Yeah.
But, and then Noah J. Do you follow Noah J? Some of the zombie guys? He's like,
no, I don't.
Cool. He's a member of the Midnight Mafia. Shouts to Noah.
Okay.
But he had got more information. He got like in the information that he was sent via mail, it was actually like a code that he had to go to a website and put in this code and download something or something like that. It was something along those lines, and it was a quick video, not the trailer, but like a little hype video. So they're trying to do this cute little hype thing, and then the trailer leaks, so I could imagine they're pissed.
Yeah, no, for sure. So that just ruins everything that they've been planning on working on, and just ruins the hype for it. And...
Yeah, and I feel guilty of watching it. I did watch it. I don't want to talk about it. Although I will talk about Noah's footage that he released, because that was very obviously sent to him by Activision, obviously.
Yeah.
It has a horror vibe to it, which I'm very excited for.
That's cool. That sounds cool.
I'm definitely going to play it.
Yeah. Apparently there was somebody named Glitching Queen that leaked it.
Nah, we don't got to talk about who or what or when or why.
Yeah, we don't. I'm just...
I don't think that person originally leaked it, but they did some shady shit saying, like, hey, go to my site and put in this code, and then you can see it. And then her watermark's all over it. Bad play. Bad play. Not
Stupid play.
Solid play at all. Not
for
not
fame and stupidity
idea.
is why she did that.
The tension. And some people were even saying that she gets some kind of kickback of money or something from people going to her site.
That was my guess.
So if you're going to profit off of something that's not only not yours, but it's a leaked version of it, good luck with that.
Buddy. Good luck.
They gonna find you.
Yeah, they gonna find you. They gonna hunt you down, girl.
I mean, I shouldn't say we can't blame it all on that one person.
No,
but definitely, from what I can tell,
foresight.
They had
some foresight.
People don't anymore, Amanda. It feels like they never have foresight anymore these days.
No, they don't.
They think immediate, instant gratification. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, instant gratification. Dumb, just dumb.
No bueno taco.
Taco?
Right. No bueno taco.
Oh, bueno taco. Yeah.
All right, I think we should wrap. Is this... Oh, wait. We have thoughts. One more quick one. Thoughts on MLB versus Overwatch logo. I heard about that. Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't.
Major League Baseball.
Not at all.
Pull up their logo on YouTube. I can't because I'm afraid I'm going to fuck up something with our little get up here.
So the MLB logo?
Yeah, Major League Baseball logo. It looks kind of like the old MLG logo.
Yeah, it's very similar to the MLG logo.
And then if you look at... Well, we should say the MLG logo is similar to it. And then the Overwatch logo... for their league,
Overwatch
looks, I guess, I don't really see it. I definitely think the Major League Gaming old logo looks way more similar.
Yeah, I feel like it was just inspired by it. I think it's just inspired. Yeah, the old MLG logo was almost like shot for shot the same, you know? Like it's the same color scheme. Like it was carbon copy. This is just
kind of
it's similar, obviously. It's clearly inspired by it, but it's not the same thing.
I can't believe they didn't. Well, maybe they did. I don't know if they gave a hissy fit over that old MLG logo. By the way, that MLG logo is old. They have completely rebranded.
Yeah.
At this point. Which I think actually looks a lot better. But for the days and times that MLG was at, it looked like a good logo. It was a good logo for the time that it was. That it marks.
I agree.
NBA is NBA. Look up the NBA logo. It's like a guy dribbling a basketball, and it's like blue and red on either side of him, and he's white.
Yeah, they're all very similar. Yeah, silhouette. They're very similar. They're all very similar, except I think the NHL logo. I think that one's.
Well, yeah, the NHL.
NHL's always been different. It's the shield.
NFL logo is the best logo.
Let's see.
It just makes me think America.
Yeah, it does. See, the NFL logo is super similar to the NHL logo.
But NFL
those ones are similar. But I'm just saying they're both similar. Hold on,
what is the... Now I'm going to actually look.
It's a shield. It's a shield, and it just says NHL in it.
Oh, word? It actually does.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yep.
Interesting. All right, you think we should wrap it here? Anything else?
We should wrap it here. Oh, favorite style pizza, deep dish, New York, Chicago, regular. I've never had deep dish, Chicago... or New York,
we are not as traveled as you, Chiz.
I'm going to say just regular because I have never had any of the other ones.
I think he means because you can order those styles.
Yeah, Chicago looks like too much. I like a very even topping to crust ratio. I like it to be around the same, you know?
I don't like it to be thin, but I like it to I like bread, so I love bread, and then I want cheese on that.
I want cheese.
And
I want
sauce.
Some toppings.
I just like a regular...
Yeah,
crust.
I don't like thin because I don't like it crispy. You know, I need. It's got to be a good ratio of the two. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I care about. All right. Real quick, Amanda, thoughts on our first ever live podcast?
I think this was great. I think this went really well. I think we could do this again. I even think based on looking at your stream, it looks better than when you record it.
Oh yeah.
And put it live. Somehow it looks better. So.
I don't understand how. But
I don't know. The VOD probably won't look as good, but that's okay.
Yeah, I'm going to have to upload the VOD straight to YouTube because I was too paranoid about recording locally while doing this because I've had issues with that in the past.
Yeah. But I'd be down to throw these
do it every 10 episodes. Yeah, I was thinking every like 10 to 15 episodes. Maybe we'll wait till 50 to do another one, or maybe we'll do a 30 or a 40 or something like that.
Because I think this went well.
Yeah, and I feel like... I was worried that maybe the chat would derail us at times, that we'd become too distracted to really
I think it went pretty
be
well.
able to respond. But I know I missed some stuff in the chat. But
Yeah,
it's just because
we can't just stop and keep answering people the same as it's like a regular stream, so it would be way too confusing for people trying to watch it back.
No, yeah, I'm trying to. I think we had some really like distinctive topics this one, and typically to let you guys in on the secrets of Power Down. We call each other. We talk for like 10 minutes before each episode because we're testing the audio, and I'm letting her know what we're going to talk about, or asking if she thinks we should talk about something else or whatever. Add, subtract.
Happen in our week.
Yup, exactly. So we do that, and then I typically have like a sheet that a notepad on my computer that I'm looking at with distinct topics.
Yeah, that's where those amazing transitions come from.
Yes, and today I had none of that. All I had was
it's not Canadian bacon. It's everybody else that calls it Canadian bacon. No one in Canada calls it Canadian bacon. Heads up.
It's Canadian bacon.
Sir.
Isn't it just ham?
It's ham.
It's so
good.
Wait, so do you guys have normal? What? Do you have normal bacon?
No, we don't. Yeah, we have normal bacon.
Do you have Canadian bacon in Canada? Is that like a pizza
topping?
Ham.
It's called ham.
So if you were ordering like a Domino's or something, you'd be like ham, and that would be our version of Canadian bacon.
Yeah.
I wonder who started that shit show.
Yeah, I don't know.
You sound like mad at them though.
Well, it's not because it's more just because it gets confusing because somebody was like, so like, how do you order your Canadian bacon? And I was like, I order ham. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know why because bacon comes from the pig too.
Yeah. I feel like there's some places that they will specify that it's Canadian bacon, but it's like a lot of tourist places so that like other people understand what it's supposed to be, I guess. So, yeah. I don't know. Either way. It's just ham.
Dude, it is
That's
funny
the secret.
to mess
It's
with her.
just ham.
It's so funny.
I
think it was I can't remember who it is who came in the chat. I think it was Church. It was like, I'm here to see Ashley trigger Amanda. I didn't, right?
No.
Because the last few I have been trying to intentionally trigger her, and it's hilarious. But I realized that it might not be that funny for her all the time. So you have to come in at the right time with it.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. I didn't know what American cheese was. And then people are like, oh, it's this. And I'm like, why don't you just call it that then?
Wait, what is it originally?
It's because I went there and I'm like, what's American cheese? And they're like, oh, it's like this. And I'm like, okay, we don't call that. That's just cheese.
Yeah, it's just white cheese. I don't think it's a different type of cheese.
No, apparently there's also cheddar. There's orange white cheese as well. Like, I don't know.
Oh, that is confusing.
And orange American cheese. Either way, I don't know.
America, baby.
America. Anyways, not to derail.
Yeah, ending the podcast. Thank you guys so much for coming out to the live version. And if you're watching the recorded version, appreciate you watching. Subscribe to the channel because I'm telling you, I'm coming back with the vengeance, fire flames.
You better.
Yeah. And actually, I think my last upload that wasn't the podcast and it wasn't a Streamlink video was playing
first person H1Z1.
So if anyone's to blame here, it's Amanda. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. I gotta go.
No, that's me trying to encourage you.
Yeah, exactly. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Drop a like or follow the stream or both. Follow Amanda's junk. It's down in the description below. Yeah. And have a great rest of your day. Good talk. We'll see you out there. Bye, Felicias.